This training video is going to focus on what to do once a sales order has been completed and what steps are necessary. So here's a sales order that I've previously entered in. I'm going to have to create a packing list and invoice this sales order and then post the invoice. So those are the things that I'm going to be showing you in this video. So first off, they have a number of different options to create a packing list. Feature 2827A, which can be found in the miscellaneous, setup miscellaneous feature initialization screen, can allow you to create a packing list automatically after finishing an order. That's what I've done here. I like that feature. I don't have to worry about creating a packing list afterwards. But if you don't have that feature turned on or don't have packing list selected on that feature, if you come into this order and you can hit this button right here to create a packing list, or you can also come up here to Invoicing Procedures, which is under Sales Processing, Invoicing Procedures, and create packing list there. Since I have this up already, I'm just going to go ahead and hit Packing List. And here are my items that I've created on this order. And so I'm going to go ahead and say everything looks right, it's the correct amount, correct items. I'm going to create that packing list. Now it tells me, okay, that packing list number is 6492. So what can we do with that now? So 6492 is going to be the packing list that our invoice is based off of. So invoices are based off of packing lists, and packing lists are based off of orders. And that's the order it has to be done in. You can't create an invoice for an order unless you have a packing list. You can't create a packing list unless there's an order, obviously. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to print this off right now. You can test that out, but I'm going to just skip ahead here. So we've got that created. Our next step is to create an invoice now that we have the packing list done. So I'm going to come up here to Sales, Processing, Invoicing Procedures. We have two different options to do invoices. We have this Create Invoices screen and this Batch Invoicing screen. Now I'm going to explain a little bit about each, and then I'm going to go into Create Invoices. So the Create Invoices screen allows you to create invoices one at a time. So I can go in and do an invoice just for this sales order that I have right in front of me. Batch invoicing will allow you to create multiple invoices and either suppress them to a single page or just have them print out on their own page but make them all at once. So it's a real time saver, but some people like to create one invoice at a time. So let me just show you that batch invoicing screen. Now I can type in here, let's just type in this, let's type in ABC. Now these are all the shipping or the packing lists that I have out for this particular customer. The packing list right there, the sales order number. Now all of these need to be invoiced. So I'm going to go ahead and I can either double click on these. Let's click on this one right here, that one right there, whichever one you need to do, and just say invoice the selected, or you can say include all, exclude all, and invoice the selected. And that will create every single invoice, either like I said, all on one page, or it can print out the individual ones for you, and you can email those as separate, a single attachment but separate pages. So I'm going to go ahead and exit out of here though. I'm going to show you how to do just the create invoices, which is the way we do it one at a time. So this is a little bit more detail, but it's doesn't take too much longer to do. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit enter for today's date. I'm going to go ahead and type in that packing list, which was 6492. Again, if I don't remember that, I can always come up here to find it, and that'll bring up a box asking you for the sales order number. And if you can't remember that, guess what? You can look it up again. So I'm going to just type that in. And there are my 3 lines, and I'm going to go ahead and just say create invoice. Now right here I have a feature turned on that allows me to input my own invoice number. If I don't put one in, it just auto assigns the next number. You can turn this feature off as well, and so it automatically assigns you a number every time without having this box pop up. I'm going to type in let's do 10, 11, 12. I'm going to say okay. All right. Now I can print it off right here if I need to. Right now I'm not going to go into that, but once you print it off, you can email, fax, and do the things that you need to do. So I'm going to go ahead and say no. Now the way GlassTracks works is everything is modifiable and adjustable until we post. And the reasoning for that is it keeps your accounting nice and clean. Rather than, let's say you have an invoice and you post it to your GL and you realize, you know what, I overcharged my customer. You're going to have to go in there and you're going to have to edit the things out, edit out the overcharge and put it back in. And it makes your GL much more fluid, but it opens you up to a whole bunch of possibilities to creating errors. If anyone can go in there and make adjustments, they might adjust the wrong one. They might create a discrepancy in your records. So the reason we have to post is just to kind of make you check and say, okay, everything is correct, let's post it to our general ledger. And the way we do that is we come here to Invoicing Procedures. We come down here to Post Invoices. Now you can post all of them right here. Here's a little filter you can do by date or by invoice. You can do an exact match or range. I'm going to do our exact match, and it pulls in that last one that we did automatically. I'm just going to say Post, which is this button up here. All right, and that was posted successfully. Now what that means, again, this is another report. You can look at the invoice report. I'm going to say no. What that means is that has been put on your customer activity. So if I were to come here to my customer and go in here, and let's pull in ABC. Let's go to the customer activity. All right, so there's our invoice 10, 11, 12, right? And the original amount 260. They still owe us 260, and it's there's all our information right there. So if I hadn't posted, this would not appear on the customer invoice or on the customer activity screen. So if you're missing invoices on here, it means they haven't been posted. So you need to go back and post those. That's basically all the steps that you need to know after creating a sales order. Remember, it's create the packing list, whether you have that done automatically by feature 2827A or by clicking on the button down here, coming up to Sales, Invoicing Procedures, Create Packing List. And then the next step is create an invoice for that sales order, either through the Create Invoices screen or the Batch Invoicing screen. And then next you post it to finish it off.